ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to APT, the House of Commons. My name is Ike Onoha, aka Ike Steele, and the topic today is how many days should you have before the big SEX word comes in, before the benefits comes in?
LD Demola.
And you know, Suchi.
Pascal Atiba.
All right, so I want to start with the gentleman to my right.
Yeah.
LD, how many dates should you have, should you go on before you talk about the...
Before
we talk about it?
Before green light?
Before they get the green light?
Wait, is this before we talk about the green light? Or
Before you actually get the green light.
Before it happens?
Before you expect green light.
Green light, yeah.
Expectation is different from when we get it, but I don't think there's really a specific timeline. I'm the kind of guy that prefers to have some kind of connection with this person before I do anything. You know, I've actually requested for it not to happen. As crazy as that might sound, I'm serious. I'm not joking, but you know, there's no specific time.
All right, Mr. Ainers.
I think the main thing is a lot of women don't want to feel like they're a hoe, or they feel like they're loose, or they feel like they're easy. So I think if you don't want to feel that way, and you want to make sure that it doesn't feel that way, 3 dates. I think with the first date, just introduce yourself. Sorry. Just introduce yourself.
All those gentlemen said 3 dates.
3 dates.
All right.
But I think it should be open to however you want to do your thing. So however you want to do it. If you do 1 date, it could be 20 minutes. So that's your cup of tea. Do as you please. But me, I think 3 days is cool. If you don't want to make her feel some type of way because you're trying to enter very quickly.
Okay.
Wow.
Trouble.
Okay, so your question is, how many dates should I take a girl out? How many times should I take a girl out before I expect to receive any blessings from heaven? From heaven. Any blessings from any benefits.
Okay.
Me, I expect faster.
Okay.
So,
Is this topic that exciting that you're just laughing all through? Pascal, come on.
okay, jokes apart, right? I don't think that should be.
What kind of sneeze or cough or laughing? What's that?
Okay. Okay, let me begin, right? I don't think that this is something that we should put a specific time on. We shouldn't have a specific time frame. Some people you might meet today, you fall in love. You heard about love at first sight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some people you might meet a year today, the connection is not yet established. Yeah. Some you might meet, you go out the first day, at the end of the first day you get a little kissy, good night.
Yeah.
That means green light. That's all for green light, right?
Really?
Yes. If you go on a date on the first date and after the first date and it's okay,
Yeah,
it was really good night.
Yeah.
My brother, that's no need to That's no need to waste your money and go on the But for me, I don't think there should be any specific time or any specific number of days attached. But if you're a woman and you know there's no chance of green light from this guy, please stop eating the guy's money. Stop making it 4, 5, 6 days when you know that that's
It is a recession though.
Yeah, because it's recession.
You gotta get it how you can.
Yeah, so that's my own point. I don't think that's any specific
Everybody's
time
hustling.
Well,
line should be attached.
okay. Well, interestingly enough, what I'm going to say as a man, I expect the goods, the bush, even before we go on the date. Even before the date happens, I'm telling you, honestly. But as a gentleman, I will.
The first date?
Yes, I'm even expecting it to happen before I even go on that date. So now, while we're on the date, we now see how everything evolves. I will try to be a gentleman, but honestly, I'm already expecting before we even go out.
So do you want the babe to send it on DHL?
It is possible. It is possible.
So that you receive it before
My question is though, you said it's expected. Are you expecting it, or is that when it's it has to happen before that.
I mean, if you look honestly,
How do you do that?
well,
I'm saying, is it a, so if it's a blind, so it's not a blind date. This is, you know how already. This is just a nudist thing, or how does it work?
well,
Is it internet?
Well, okay,
Cyber.
Gentlemen, before we proceed, let me just read to you a study that was done. Okay, it's done by the Business Insider. Okay, it's called a Survey Monkey. They said the survey found that between 40% and 45% of men and women believe that it's appropriate to kiss a new partner on dates 2 through 5. Okay, dates 2 through 5, right?
2
through 5. That's what the survey found. 40 to 50%. Okay. Now, also the same survey said, how many days do you need to wait before having sex? And interestingly, between 30% and 40% said the same dates 2 through 5. You know, okay? Fewer people answered that the first date was appropriate for sex. Fewer people answered that the first date was appropriate for sex. Okay?
I have a question. So it isn't specified the percentage of people that said that it's okay to have sex on the first date. It just said that fewer people.
Correct, which is fewer than 30 to 40%.
Okay, fewer than, okay.
So what does that tell you? That the majority of people are expecting sex from the first date.
But then that survey is not really fair because what is the goal of these people going on these dates? Is that the goal?
Well, that's just the survey.
Hold on.
You personally now.
I have a question for Elsie.
Yes.
Eddie, you asked, what is the goal
Yeah, of going on that
of
date.
going on that date?
Yeah,
So my question is this.
yeah.
What is your goal when you approach a girl? What's your name? The girl says Neka. Please, can I take you out?
Yeah, my goal is.
What is your goal?
My goal is further than just sex.
No, explain now.
My goal is if I'm going to invest my time in having a conversation with somebody, it has to go longer than it's way more than sex because you can get sex anytime.
Yeah.
True.
So if I'm going to go on a date, sit down and have a conversation, it has to go further than just having sex.
So if you're having, if we're having sex, if that's all you want to do,
No,
it doesn't really. No, I'm saying if that's what you're doing,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter if you have sex on 0 through 20.
Not really.
If that's what you're just trying to do,
Exactly. If your
you're just
goal
trying
is
to
strictly
just
to go
have
in
sex, that's
and have
different.
sex, it's different.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go on a date
All right.
with that.
If you want more than
Pascal, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, now, you said for you to approach the girl, there has to be a goal farther, longer.
For me to go on a date with the girl.
Sex.
Yeah.
So, the ones you have sex with, what is the approach? You know that.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
I do not just sleep with a bunch of chicks. Like, it's just the truth. Absolute truth. You know? So
I didn't say you sleep with a bunch of
Cool.
chicks, but I want to know the difference. The different scenarios involved in the date with the one that you want to go longer and the one that
Yeah.
you
it's
sleep with.
intentions, right?
exactly, it's all
it's
intention. So
yeah.
this survey that you just brought up, where he gave the percentages, that could be based on these people going on dates for sex alone. You know, so it's not really a fair analysis.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go into breaking down the survey.
Yeah.
The survey was just
General.
general,
Okay.
okay? And now, but it's not about a survey. You have said personally, when you go on dates, you're not expecting sex. Is that what you're saying?
I've actually requested that it doesn't happen because if it's given that, if you give it to me that easily, number one, anybody else can get it.
How is this for TV or
This
real?
is the absolute.
This is how he is.
This is how I am.
This is how he is.
Here's another. Here's another fact. Yo, I'm dead serious. I'm serious. Here, let me say. Let me say one thing. One thing about this thing that he just brought up. He said sex and a kiss. To me, I think a kiss is more of an investment than sex.
Really?
I think it's more of an intimate connection.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you. A gentleman who wants to jump in?
I'm just wanted to.
No, go.
I was just saying. I think your intention. I think that's the big issue. Like for me, at this point, my intention is not to be anything serious. So 0 through 20 is okay. But
No. Can you say that again? Specifically, what are you saying?
Okay,
You
I'm
can have
saying
0 to 20
0
days without
to, okay,
thinking of
so
sex?
no, I'm saying I don't have to wait 2 through 5.
Okay.
Date 0 to 20 is okay for me to enter.
Oh, it can happen anytime.
Anytime.
Okay.
So my own mindset is different.
Top
You see, but if I want it, one more thing. Sorry. One more thing. If I want something serious, then I will be more to his side. I will want something substantial. I won't be rushing to have sex because we're messing it up.
No, fine, Pascal. Do you want to say something?
Okay, yeah, can I say something? sex sometimes is overrated.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It was, I don't know.
Okay, trouble.
It's secrets.
Yeah, sometimes it's overrated.
Break it down.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Pressure pop.
Okay, like you said,
You have to drink water now.
like you said, I don't have sex with a bunch of people. Just like you said.
Yeah.
That's why you laughing?
Hard to believe though.
I believe you. You believe me?
I believe you.
You believe me? And you're.
I'm just coughing now. The water went down the wrong street.
Okay, let me finish.
No, I'm serious.
Okay, I'm being real, right?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people see us travel up and down different cities, right?
Yeah.
Different states, different countries. They think, oh, once you go there, you're having sex. No, it doesn't work like that. Because once you have sex, you lose power in any city you go. If you ever have sex in that city, you've lost one fan.
Sex in the City.
Because once they have sex with you, it's no longer a fan. It becomes, you're no longer Pascal, the movie
Exactly.
star,
That's
or
one reason.
the comedian.
Exactly.
Hey, what's up, baby? You have lost one fan. It's not on the baby level.
Yeah.
So for me, I prefer relationship than sex with a woman.
Yeah, but like to go back to the point.
I prefer relationship than sex because there's some people that you have very close relationship with, but you don't have sex with.
Okay, good.
There are some people you just have sex with.
Okay, Pastor.
Yeah, no relationship.
Before I turn over to you, you just kind of touch on something totally different. We're asking you, how many times that person you want to have a relationship with, how many times do you have to take her out on a date before you talk about sex?
0 to infinity.
Okay, good. Okay, LD.
One thing I will say though, actually, what do you think?
Yeah.
What I think?
Yeah.
I think 0 to 0.
That means you should
That means it should happen like on the first day. Okay, let me break this down.
The discussion of sex should happen on the first day.
Let me break this down. Okay, look. The first 5 minutes I go on a date. This is personally, and I think I don't have the exact survey, but I also heard this on one of the Tyra Banks' show. A dating expert said the same thing. The first 5 minutes on a date with somebody new, you have summed everything up about this person. Whether you want to sleep with them, whether it's somebody you want to have as a keeper, whether it's somebody that is marriage potential, whether it's somebody you want to take to your parents. The first 5 minutes, yes, that you interact, and I think is absolutely true.
Bro, I disagree.
Okay.
Finish first. I disagree.
Okay.
Finish and I disagree.
Now, with me, if I feel a chemistry with somebody in the first 5 minutes, I don't want to wait a second date or a third date or fourth date to go there. I want to go there if there's a chemistry right there. If we bond, that's me. So.
But I mean, one thing I will ask though is, first and foremost, the quantity of dates you're going on. So if you are expecting sex the first day, how many dates are you going to go on?
Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that.
Are you planning to meet one person, have sex with them?
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for asking me that question.
Yeah.
I moved, the first time I came to California in 2003, I met this beautiful girl at an acting class. Okay?
Well, I'm sorry.
Definitely we didn't have sex on the first date, right?
Yeah.
But it took, because of our schedules, it took us a while to have his first date.
Because
But it happened right after that first date, or after we eventually went out on a date, and we lasted for years in California. My thing is, once you have that, you go there with a girl, you shut down the dating. You pretty much shut down wanting to be with anybody else.
Can I say something? Can I say something to what you said? I know Pascal wants to say something.
Yeah.
The original thing you said, I think for a lot of people, men and women, is a knee-jerk reaction when they meet somebody. It's not a thought-through thing. If you're meeting somebody in 5 minutes, you already know everything about them. There's a problem there. I don't think you know all those things about the person in 5
I didn't
minutes.
say you know everything. I said you have your own preconceived notion about them in 5 minutes.
But it's nothing substantial. It's just an idea of what you feel about them. It's
Exactly.
Not a okay, so
then you now work on those ideas eventually in the conversation.
Then also, I want to just clarify. So you're saying that when you have sex, you clear out the...
No, I didn't say when you have sex you clear out. I'm saying
it helps. It helps to parallel the line. It helps to parallel.
Okay. Go ahead.
No. Honestly speaking, if you're going on a date, there's still something hanging.
True. You're looking, you're still searching
Yeah,
for something else.
hanging. Yeah, I see something hanging. But
Wait a second, what's hanging?
But don't act like, hold on.
You look like you're not finished. Okay, finish.
Don't act like you don't understand what I'm saying. That's
I know what
something
you're
hanging.
talking, I know what you're talking about.
Most of the times, you don't really know a person until after you guys go there.
Okay. All right.
Because it's after, majority of the time, it's after you guys go there that everybody relax, open up, and then
I will say that she is different after you've gone there with
Okay.
her.
There is a difference.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
So you go on this date with this person, and your expectation going in as a man is that it should go there anyway.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you think that it is actually more passionate when she does not allow you to go there that easily? Do you think the chase actually adds more to
It
the
doesn't
heart?
make any difference, my brother. But it
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
any difference.
Don't know.
Let me tell you the worst part. Okay, can I answer? You want to go first?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me tell you the worst thing. The worst thing is for someone to hold out for long, and at the end of the day, you go there and it's not what you
But
want.
then
depends on what you want. It depends on what you're looking for.
Hold up.
It depends on what you're looking
Can I say
for.
something? Hold up. Again, it's the intention. If I went into this date just to connect with somebody for long term, right?
Yeah.
My intention is not sex.
Okay.
So if she does not give me sex immediately, my intention was never that. So if it's not the greatest, then that's just a disappointment when that happens.
All right,
Okay,
so-
so-
It all depends. Hold on, guys.
I don't like this. I'm joking.
Evangelist,
It depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
That's my thing.
I don't know why he thinks I'm joking.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, LD.
Yeah.
Okay, you are not going in with intentions of sex. And
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And eventually, maybe you've dated 3 months, 6 months. Like, is it that going to be that long?
No, probably most likely not.
Okay, good. And eventually, it's not good afterwards when it happens. Would that affect your relationship with this girl?
It can. It absolutely
Why?
can.
Why delay 3 to 6 months?
Hold on. Well,
It's
this
not,
is
it's
the first
not a
place.
realistic question though.
Well, you said
Would it
this, well,
affect
you-
it? It can, is what I said.
But
But there's more.
If sex
Okay,
was
okay.
not the intention, you shouldn't have fucking
Okay. So what are your wait. What are your intentions though?
So you mean to tell me when you go on a date, your only intention is sex?
It depends on it depends on what's
Which is
going
what
on.
I'm sayaying.
Okay, so
It
if you
depends
don't,
on what your
okay,
intentions are.
okay.
And I said earlier, I'm not gonna go on a date because of sex, because you can get sex anytime.
I get
I
that.
ain't gotta go on a date.
I get that. But if you're going for sex,
Okay, one at a time.
what's
Okay, one
if
at
you
a
are
time.
going to sex, what's the intention? Then what happens?
If I'm not gonna go on a date for sex. What's the point?
Okay, he's not gonna go.
Okay, I see that. That makes sense though.
Pascal.
Okay, that makes sense then.
After you go, I'm gonna read another thing from that subject. real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Myself, personally, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said before, sex is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you give me sex on the first day or you give it to me on the 100th day or 200th day doesn't make any difference on the relationship I'm going to have with you.
Okay.
On a very serious note.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have anything to do with my relationship with you.
Okay.
Or what is going to happen down the road.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? What matters is what kind of chemistry do we have?
Okay.
Right? What kind of relationship do we have? Are you someone I want to be around? Do I enjoy your company? That's what is going to keep you around, not the sex.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
When is sex important then? When is sex something of value then?
That's a very good question.
When is something
Well,
that's
if
really?
we're expecting on the first date, apparently it has no value because it's just.
I wouldn't say.
But that's,
so. I beg to differ.
I'm not expecting it on the first date, but
I beg
if
to
I'm
differ.
trying to have a good
I beg to
time.
differ that it's not important if I'm expecting on the first date.
Okay.
So,
Well, doesn't
Okay.
it lose? Doesn't it lose
Well,
value?
no,
It's
let's
just-
I want to hear it. I want to hear this.
not at all. It doesn't lose no value. It's like it's as important on the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, 100th day.
I don't know. man.
200
I don't know.
It's as
You know,
important.
you never really question if a girl's willing. I mean, okay, cool, you got game, whatever the case may be. But if a chick is able to give it to you on the first day,
Well, okay, let me put it
don't
this
you?
way.
I get bored easily.
All
If I
right,
can get to that simply.
okay. Let me just kind of reverse the question. What if you go out on this so-called date and you're not expecting sex, but from all indications the girl wants to give it to you? You're a guy. You would know if the girl. What would you do?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's got to be more important stuff than just sex.
That's not what I asked.
But he
you.
said
What I asked you-
specifically
that's not what I asked
if that's
you.
what you want.
Okay, cool. But here's the
what would
thing,
you
though.
do? Would you take it or no?
I will take it, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If her goal was just that, then that's what it's gonna be. But if her goal was something further, she better have more to offer
Thank you.
than just that.
All right.
So she's in control.
No, if she's gonna give it up the first day,
So she's in control.
and she expects
so that means
something more than
that's
just
what
that,
I'm asking
she
you
better
that-
have more than.
That's asking you that, so the girl is in control.
In that specific situation, if she gives it up that day, and she expects something more than just that,
So
she
yes.
better have more to offer
So,
than
but
just that.
if you're a morally sane, so you know, live in a perfect world.
Why does he think it's a perfect world? It's just really an
Hold on,
approach.
why don't you tell her wait?
I just said that. I've actually insisted that it does not happen.
How many times?
A ton of times. He thinks I'm joking, but it's the truth. I'm dead serious. Let me put it to you like this. 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 There's a reason why you hardly see Bugattis driving on the street every day, but you see Toyota or Honda. If you don't, there are certain things I value. I value my time. You said something important too. If you're traveling in different states as you are, and you sleep with one person, you're no longer that person that they adore. You're now that person that you're just that person. That's how I see myself. I'm not just gonna give you something that I think is important on the first date with nothing else. I mean, come on. Nah, man, I'm serious.
You see, this grammar he's speaking.
It's true.
Hold on.
Okay,
This
hold
grammar
on.
you're speaking is true.
Right.
Until if you meet the right girl
Cool.
that you want,
Cool.
my brother, I say, girl, you will meet and you will melt on the spot, and she
Cool.
happy than this.
Perfect.
If she tell you, oh, lay down.
That means she has more to offer than just that.
Well, okay, LT, hold on.
What?
Please. I'm moderating,
Hold on.
please. Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
What?
How is okay? So you're saying that if you meet, okay, let's say you meet, okay, what's your like, what's your type? You have a type like
Whatever.
specific?
Whoever
okay.
I mean, I ain't got
So
no
you don't-
type.
You ain't got no type. But
Okay.
so you have no type. Okay, so if
uh-huh.
you find like every guy has that girl that she just got everything. She
Good.
got the everything,
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
you see her, you just like this is the perfect dream girl.
Cool.
And she's like, here you go, everything.
Dream girl, sexually,
Sexually.
if that's what
Physically.
the intention is, that's what will
All right,
happen.
guys, let's
Is
come
my
on.
point.
All right, guys,
What is she?
All right, all right.
She like
Can we
this.
pause for a second? Let me just read this more from this survey. Okay.
All right.
In continuation from this survey, it says about 48% of men and women born in the 40s had premarital sex by age 20. Okay? Among people born in the 90s, though, that number is just under 75%. Okay? You know what that means? So our attitudes towards sex, towards when sex is appropriate, at least age-wise, have definitely shifted over the past 50 years. Do you guys agree?
And you can see the result.
Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is what it's saying that back in our parents' time, they were not as, I guess, wanting to get it right.
It's not that they didn't want to.
It was a
But they have
different
standards, different
have
standard.
that.
Exactly.
Okay, now,
Yes.
now, I guess because of our age, computer age, everything is moving fast. You know, this is the age where
It's
you
just
get,
a new generation.
You get a burger in 1
It's
minute.
a new generation,
you know?
but does that mean
So-
that that's the best approach?
It's not. I'd say it was the best approach,
Exactly.
but
So if that's
not
what
a bad
I there's no
approach.
problem with that.
It's not a bad approach either.
Being best or no, that's a matter of preference.
Preference.
Yeah.
It's an individual basis.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I
are we
said.
concluding?
Yeah, we're about to conclude.
Okay,
So
okay.
let me just talk about this statistic
Oh,
what I just
that-
read, and we conclude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I touch on that?
Okay, go ahead.
The percentages you read make a lot of sense. That's why if you look at those percentages, the results also are reflected by that. The fact that so many people are
And what? Okay, finish what you're
compared
saying.
compared to the age of those who were born in the 40s, whatever you said, their relationships obviously lasted longer. There was more. It's not like this stuff was not happening, but there was not so much access to all that, constant contact.
Okay.
But now,
I'm not saying I'm not saying I disagree with you, but let's not neglect the fact that there's so many other factors that play a role into us people breaking up, divorce over 50%.
well,
all those
as you
things.
can
I think
see, the percentage of people who just talked about sex.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Finish,
Okay.
finish, then Pascal.
no, that's just basically what I was gonna say.
Okay.
There's a change because of other factors that have played a role. Maybe finances, things have changed. Life is a lot more complicated nowadays.
True.
So I agree with what you're saying. More factors.
Okay, Pascal.
Let me clear my throat on this one.
Okay. Me too.
You said, what year did you read that? We said
Back in the 40s and 50 years ago.
40s, 50s, 60s, that era is over.
Okay.
Okay.
We are in a technology era now.
Okay.
Sex, you don't even only have to have it physically, you can have sex online.
Cyber
Oh,
sex.
got it.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Is it oh got
You see what I'm saying?
Got
So, in essence of that is
It looks like you're kind of concluding. Is that what you're doing?
no.
Oh.
I'm I'm responding to
okay.
the
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so in the sense of that, things have really degraded to where it comes back to my original point that sex is now being overrated. Because it doesn't have the same value.
Does that mean that you should just have it though? Like,
No, it doesn't mean just have it, but it's not, it doesn't have the same value it used to have in the 1940s, 1950s.
I agree with that one.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I agree with
Thank
that.
you, gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to conclude. Thank you, gentlemen. Please send us your response to this topic. Tell us your thoughts and stuff like that. Now, in conclusion, who wants to go first? You want to start from over there?
I can start.
Okay, go ahead, conclude.
In conclusion, like I said, sex has lost its value. If we dating back to the times of our dads and our moms, right now, it's no longer the importance of sex doesn't really. It's no big deal anymore. People just even right now. People even give sex for breakfast. Some people give sex for lunch.
oh my God.
Some people give sex for dinner. If you travel around the world, there's places you can go for $50 you have sex. For $20 you have sex. Am I lying? It's the truth, right?
No, it's the truth. The whole truth.
So it doesn't matter how many number of days it takes on it, how many number of dates or how many times you go out with a girl. If you have chemistry and it's gonna make your boat or rock your boat, my brother,
Yeah.
have fun.
Okay.
I was just gonna say it all depends on the individual. Whatever you feel is the best thing for you in that particular situation. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a good time? Me, I'm looking for a good time. So me, I did zero. If I can enter, I'm entering. But if it's for me, but if I want something serious, I'm not in a rush to have sex. It's just simple mathematics. It's not hard. If I want something serious, then I'll hold
But
back.
you're a Christian though.
I'm very much.
Wow.
Well, God is love.
Okay.
But please, can I say, as a Christian, you're not supposed to have sex until you're married.
I'm married.
That's a whole nother episode.
Okay,
But
LD.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, look, man, it all depends on how you value yourself. I don't know why this man thinks I'm lying, but if you feel, especially for the
which part
ladies,
takes your life?
you think I'm lying for some reason. But here's the thing: if you're, especially for the ladies, if you're willing to just give it out like that because sex is just whatever, cool, that's your business. But all I'll say is, from my perspective, if I'm able to get it that early, chances are you're not gonna keep my, my.
Don't discourage them like that. Why are you doing that all day?
It's not discouraging.
I ain't discouraging anything. Remember, we just had an episode. We just had an episode where we said I won't like if my daughter says it. Yeah, we had that episode. Yeah, exactly.
All right, okay, calm your hold.
We're not saying
We just had that episode.
Hold
I won't
on,
like it.
let me conclude. All right.
Exactly. Now you stuck.
All right, guys.
Don't worry, it's not there.
Look, I've had different kinds of dates. Some the sex came very early. Some it came later. I think personally, it doesn't matter when it comes, as long as you have chemistry. It's gonna flow. And when it flows, let it flow. Don't impede, the flow. Okay. And as I conclude again, I want to read one last thing. Okay. The conclusion here says, but in the words of Chuck Horowitz, when you have sex or don't, it's obviously a personal choice every person has got to make for themselves. Okay? So you tell us, how many days do you normally wait to have sex? So tell us, guys.
All right, tell us, guys. But
Tell us.
Tell me your career plans.
Can I say something?
If you have zero days, just say this
If
guy.
you're a Christian like me,
Hell.
the Bible say no sex until marriage, until you have a ring on your finger.
Okay, listen
so
to the
hold
pastor.
it, hold it.
This one is coming after he said he's not well.
Nice.
After he said he's
Nice.
Let's go. That's how we do